Hey, Tracy Wisnowski here of DustinandTracy.com, and today's video is all about focus. So if you're someone who struggles with your day-to-day tasks, really making sure you get everything done to move your life and business forward, then stick around because in today's video, I'm going to go over my top 5 tips to really cultivate that laser focus so that you can create more balance and get more done. Okay, so we all know that in today's technology age, there are a ton of distractions out there. There's so many different things that want to grab our attention throughout the day that sometimes, no matter how good our intentions are, we just don't seem to get done the things that we need to do in order to move our business forward. So with that, tip number 1 that I have for you is chunking your tasks. And this is something that we learned from Tony Robbins. It's a really powerful method to really help your brain process the things that you need to do without overwhelming it. And so basically what this involves is taking some of the bigger things that you need to do. Maybe you need to build a website or build a funnel for your business, build a blog, whatever it is, and you want to break that down into groups of tasks that make sense together so that you can get more done in one sitting. So for your blog, it might be, okay, today I'm going to just focus on getting my blog set up. So I'm going to get my domain, I'm going to get my hosting, and I'm going to get WordPress set up. Tomorrow, I'm going to then work on the design aspects of my blog. I'm going to pick my theme, pick my color scheme, pick all those types of things, and get the visual aspect of my blog down. So you can see that when you break it down into these smaller groups of tasks, it seems a lot easier to go ahead and then accomplish. You're not so overwhelmed with the big task of building a whole big website, having all your pages done, starting your blog post, creating the images. That's really overwhelming to the average person. And so this way you're able to break those things down, make it a lot easier for your brain to handle, and drastically reduce the overwhelm that you're feeling. Tip number 2 is to turn off or at least postpone those distractions. So if you're like me and you're programmed to immediately check your phone first thing in the morning, this is something that really gets people off to a wrong start. You tend to get sucked into other people's lives and businesses as opposed to getting your own stuff done first. So definitely big tip is to hold off on any types of distractions. Really take that list that you have for the day, get focused on your top tasks first, really create some leverage in it, get some things done, and then you can go ahead and open up Facebook or Twitter or whatnot, whatever it is that you like to look at and scroll through. Make sure you do that after you've already completed some of your most important tasks that day. Tip number 3, and this one's going to seem really simple, but it's often overlooked, and that's to simply write down the exact things that you need to accomplish the next day. So a good tip from Brian Tracy is to always go to bed knowing what you need to do the next day. He makes his list knowing what his major objectives are, and he's able to sleep on that information. You really put it into your brain so that when you wake up, there's no confusion. A lot of us waste a lot of time in the morning just because we're trying to figure out where we should go, what we should do. But if you already have that specific list of goals and objectives, then you're able to just get right into your day as soon as you wake up, as opposed to fumbling around for a while and trying to put that list together and then starting your day. So definitely write down the things you need to do. We have a digital version, and then we also print out our daily tasks, and this includes business and personal, and that way we can check things off as they're done and really know that we're making some progress on our daily tasks and goals. Tip number 4 is to take breaks. It's really easy to get consumed in projects, to spend hours upon hours each day working on those projects, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. But in between, you want to make sure that you're stepping outside to get some fresh air, or maybe doing a meditation, reading a book, doing something to unplug from the current task that you're working on, because what you'll find is that little break really just helps to rejuvenate you. You go back to that task with a new frame of mind. You feel a lot more relaxed, and you're able to get that focus back, as opposed to just getting sucked in for hours upon hours, and then you realize your time's going by but your progress slows down just because you're not taking those breaks. So definitely, as hard as it is to step away sometimes, you need to make sure that you do give yourself some 15-minute breaks throughout your day to really just relax and recharge yourself. Okay, and then tip number 5, my final tip, is to make sure your income producing activities always come first. You're going to want to make sure that you have set priorities, the things that are most important for that day. And as overwhelming as it can seem sometimes, those are the things that you want to do first because they're going to make you have the most progress in your business. It's really easy to get sucked into a lot of the busy work and to do the easier tasks first every day. And there's nothing wrong with doing the tasks that you can knock out in 5 minutes or so, but when it comes to the tasks that are going to take some more time, really make sure that you're doing the ones that are most important to your day. So if it's calling prospects or creating that daily piece of content or writing that email to your list, whatever it is for you, knock those things out first because we all know life gets in the way. Things happen as the day goes on. We either get tired or we have distractions pop up, things that just pull us away from our work. So definitely get the most important things done first, and then you know you've already made great progress that day and everything else can come from that. And that sums up my top 5 tips for getting laser focus in your business so that you can finally eliminate those distractions, get done the things that you need to do so that a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, you can look back and say, wow, I did it. I accomplished all the things I set out to do because I took it one day at a time with that laser focus and really just made it happen. So if you found value from this video, as always, be sure to like, comment, and share below. And with that, I will see you on tomorrow's video.